Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Josh Parker, your Austin Original Realtor, here to help you relocate, find that perfect home, sell your home, whatever the case may be, real estate related. Shoot, if you just want somebody to talk to, I'm here for you. Today's topic, are we in a bubble? Is Austin, Texas in a real estate bubble? I hear it all the time. I'm going to tell you why I think that we're not in a bubble. I'm going to compare it to 2008, 2009, where it crashed, where the bubble burst. So let's get into it. Let's start first with 2008, 2009, the housing bubble burst. So, a couple of reasons why that is. Back then, if you wanted a home loan, you could get a home loan. They had stated income. They had adjustable rate mortgages. They had all these other items out there that if you had a pulse, you could get a loan. Now, is that a good thing? Some of you may say yes. I'm going to tell you absolutely not. Why is it not a good thing? Well, because one, if you can't afford your home payment, what happens? You're going to end up in foreclosure. The bank's going to own the home. It's going to go back on the market. And it screws with pricing big time. So, number one difference between now and back then is absolutely that. Yes, our interest rates are low, but there's regulations in place that don't allow just anybody to get any loan that they want. And it definitely keeps them from purchasing a home that they can't afford. So, number one reason absolutely is financing. That's why we're not in a bubble. It gives us an opportunity to really afford the home that we can afford, purchase a home that we can afford. So the number two thing on the list is obviously supply and demand. Everybody knows how supply and demand works. When we don't have enough sellers, we have an influx of buyers, it causes the prices to inflate. Now, is Austin underpriced for the rest of the country? In all things considering, yes. I don't like to say it because I'm from Austin, but the prices of homes in Austin have definitely risen because there just aren't enough sellers in the market. We have a ton of businesses moving to Austin and the surrounding areas. I've talked about those time and time again. And I think what we're going to see now that people are starting to get the COVID shot and everything else, that we are going to start seeing more and more sellers. I think the closer to school letting out, of course, a lot of schools haven't gone back full time. Some are half 50-50. But I think we're going to start seeing some more homes hit the market. For that reason, we're not in a bubble quite yet. Number three on the list is supply of land. Now, if you look at a lot of your big cities, they're landlocked. If you look at California, New York, Seattle, a lot of different areas, they don't have any more room to build homes. So, with Central Texas and Austin and the surrounding areas, land is plentiful. Now, do I think it's necessarily a good idea just to keep expanding it until it is landlocked? No, absolutely not. But it does give a chance for the hundreds of people moving to Austin a day and the developers, the builders, the neighborhoods to come in, build new neighborhoods to fit that supply. So, whether you want to go west out towards Dripping Springs, east towards Bastrop or Manor, north towards Gerald, Georgetown, south, Buda, Kyle, San Marcos areas, there's a ton of open land that developers can go on and build a home. So to recap everything, number one, you have financing. Financing has changed from 2008, 2009 to what it is today. There are regulations in place. There aren't some of the programs out there that just let anybody with a pulse buy a home. So number one is definitely that reason that we're not in a bubble. Number two is supply and demand. I think we're going to start seeing some more supply out there. It's going to allow buyers to get in, buy that home. It's going to somewhat level out some of that pricing. We're still going to see the higher price point, but I think you're going to start seeing that slow down a little bit and try to level out a little. Number 3 is obviously the amount of open land that we have in and around the Austin area, any direction that you go. So at the end of the day, if you're asking yourself, is it smart to buy in the Austin market right now? The answer is yes, because I don't see a slowdown happening for the next few years. I think it's going to be a steady climb. I think we're going to get more in line with the other big cities, and it's going to give you opportunity for equity, for growth. If you're looking as an investment, it gives you an opportunity to gain some growth aspects in that revenue. It's just a good time to jump in, get part of the game, as you will, in the real estate world. Buy that first house, buy that investment house, buy that second or third house, whatever the case may be. Now is a good time. I really think if you wait and see if this levels off or if the bubble pops, that you're going to call me in 3, 4, 5 years and go, why didn't I jump in then versus jumping in today? So take it for what it's worth. I continue to hear, are we in a bubble? My answer is no, we're not in a bubble. I don't think it's about to burst anytime soon. I think we've set up certain aspects that are going to prevent that. And with the influx of so many big corporations moving to Austin, you can expect that we're going to see those increases over the next few years. So I hope this has helped. If you hadn't subscribed yet, hit it now. Leave me a comment. Leave a like. Reach out. Let me know what you want to know about the Austin market. But my name's Josh. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.